Hello everyone. So in this video, I'll quickly walk you through how to add HotJar into your website and get some understanding about how your users are interacting with your website, how your users are using your website. So HotJar is a tool that helps you track your users' behavior on your website and give you a qualitative information about how your users are able to engage with your website. So for example, you can get heat maps. So heat maps primarily tells you where your audience are primarily focusing, which part of your website or what buttons on your website are getting the maximum number of clicks, maximum number of attention. You also get a recording of the mouse movement of your audience on your web page. You also get metrics on how your users are navigating through your website, what are the different pages that they're navigating through, and from which pages they are dropping off, or what are those pages on which they are making the maximum number of purchase. So HotJar can be an extremely important tool for you to understand how you're performing, how your users are engaging with your website. So this tool can actually help you understand the flow or the design of your web page and make your website more conversion friendly. So by now you already have got an idea that this tool can actually help you discover some interesting data about how your users are engaging with your website. So now let us see how we can add this particular tool to our website. So as soon as you create an account in HotJar and login, the first thing that you see is this particular page. Now this page or this particular instruction is guiding you through how to add this HotJar into your website. So HotJar will be using this particular code over here. Now this code, once added to your website, will enable HotJar to access your web page and gather your users' information. So I'll simply copy this code and add it into our website so that HotJar can access our website. So the first step would be get into your dashboard. So right now we are using a WordPress website. So as you land up on your dashboard, you can add this particular snippet of code. Now this is a code that you need to add under the head section of your website. Now how do we add this code? In WordPress, if you want to add the code, add some external code into your website, there are two ways. One is that you can get into appearance, theme editor, and then you can edit the header.php file of your WordPress theme. Now in that structure, if you're updating the theme in future, then all these additional codes that you've added are gone. So every time you update the theme, all your additional codes are gone. So that's why we use some additional external plugin where we can stuff in the external codes. So I'll be using one plugin known as insert headers and footers. So this plugin allows us with a module to add additional or external code snippets into our website without having to deal with the theme editor. So in this kind of structure, even if we update the theme of our WordPress website, these codes are going to be intact because these codes are added in an additional plugin. This plugin is insert headers and footers plugin. So here I need to add the code in the header section of my website. So this code is already added over here. So this is for Google Analytics. I'll just double enter and then I'll paste in my code for HotJar. So right now this is a code for HotJar. So in this space you can add as many external codes as you want, as you need. So this is the Google Analytics that I have added earlier. This is the HotJar code that I've added just now. I'll scroll down and click on save. And I'll get back to my HotJar account over here and click on this particular button over here, verify your installation. As you click on verify installation, and it will just try to send a message to my website and check if it is able to verify. Yes, HotJar is popping up a message, HotJar installation verified. So yeah, that's it. HotJar is now connected into your website. Now, whenever you get any visitors or whenever you get some users on your page browsing through, all those informations are going to get captured in this dashboard. So you need to log in back to your HotJar account whenever you need to check the data, and you need to click on heat maps, recordings, funnels to keep a track of how your users are using your website. You simply need to get on this view sitemap button. Right now there is no data for obvious reasons. You just need to get on this view sitemap and you can see how the user is using your website. But the core idea that you shall take from this particular lesson is, how do I use HotJar data? So HotJar is very simple to use the tool, connect the tool to your website, grab the data, but how do I derive meaningful insights from this data set? So from the heat maps section, you can get to know how your users are using your web page. So you can get to know what are those call to action buttons that are getting maximum clicks or maximum user attention. So based on this heat map information, you can optimize your web page further by ensuring that those high attraction or highly clicked call to action buttons are towards the beginning fold of your website, so that as soon as someone lands up on your website, you are grabbing their attention. You can also identify what are those communication lines or what are those content that on your web page that is getting maximum number of attention. So based on that, you can play around with the placement, the layout, the communication style, the content, the text format, the text type, the amount of text, the placement of the call to action buttons. You can play around with your web page layout design and optimize it further for better conversions. So your ultimate goal in using HotJar and in particular the heat map section is to understand what are those areas in my website that is getting the maximum user attention, and based on that optimize it. So your goal shall be to have all those important call to action buttons or high attractive elements of your website towards the first fold or second fold of your website. Fold, the meaning of fold is the area that you can see in the screen for the without scrolling. So this is the first fold of the HotJar website. So in the first fold, they have simply displayed the core message over here, the core brand communication, a bit of detailing, and then the core call to action button, try it for free, and a social proof to justify how this tool is being used by major players in the industry. And this is the second fold where they are trying to explain the different functions or different benefits of HotJar. So yeah, that is the core purpose of using a heat map, so that you can optimize your web page for better conversions, for better engagement. In case of recordings section over here, under recordings, you can get to know how your users are behaving. So here you can get to know that users are getting into the business menu over here, but they're not interested much on the pro version. So after business, they are just directly moving on to basic over here. So you can get to derive certain insights like that. Again, you can have a recording of it, so you can simply play and see how your users are navigating through the page on your website. So this is an interesting feature that you can explore to understand your users better, and based on that, keep on structuring your website for higher engagement. This information over here, conversion funnels, helps you to know or to figure out what are those pages that are not performing for me, what are those pages which are not having a good conversion rate, and maybe you can take action on those pages by understanding how do I optimize the design layout of this page, how do I optimize the communication style of this page, or how do I change the images or play around with the image and video that are there in this page, so that I can get a better engagement from my users on this low performing pages. So this is how HotJar can be of great help. Now, in case you want to add other website in this HotJar account, you can simply click on this plus button over here and add new site, and you can keep on adding pages. So this is the basic version. Now the basic version is also good enough for you to start off. Once you have a lot of traffic, you are unable to track all the traffic in the basic version, you can go for the paid version over here. Essentially, this is a very simple yet very important tool for your website. So yeah, that's all from this particular video. If you have any doubts, any questions, drop it in the comment section. I would be happy to assist over there. Thank you so much.